Good to see all of you. Naresh, Kamlesh, Kamlesh from MP, Nitin, Rajesh, Sandeep, Pooja, Rohan, Rishi. Wow, wonderful to see all of you. Great. And I feel that those who've joined me on YouTube, namaste everybody. I think we miss out on the meditation because of the bhajan side, but would suggest if you're on YouTube, if you can switch over to Zoom. YouTube में तो है, but if you are on Zoom, you can actually be there with me. तो हम एक we can have some kind of a communication happening if you're there with me on Zoom. So, but welcome on YouTube and welcome everybody who are attending it from all parts of the country and the world on YouTube. Namaste Uma, Ganesh, Mantra, Vastu, Rajat, great, Anjali, Kailash, chalo, bahut badhiya. Good to see all of you. We've got a lot of things to catch up because I was not there last HM. Sorry, we had to miss it. I could not get my connecting flight back to Pune from Raipur. Us chakkar mein, I had to miss my Happy Minds, and everything was lined up. We had an offline session lined up, and some people reached the venue. They did not see the cancellation or the rescheduling of the Happy Minds. उनको वो शायद पढ़ने में नहीं आया, उनको मिला नहीं, notice पता नहीं. But then there were quite a few people there at the venue where offline होना था. So sorry for that. But here we are back for today's Happy Minds, and आज का एक बहुत बढ़िया subject मैंने लिया है, the 4 most powerful emotions which a human being should have by his side. So I was just going through a lot of emotions जो जिससे हम लोग गुजरते हैं, and उसमें से मैंने 4 आइडेंटिफाई किए. नॉट दैट ये चारों के अलावा इमोशंस नहीं चाहिए, बट मेरे हिसाब से ये 4 जो है बड़े पावरफुल इमोशंस हैं जो हम सबके अंदर होने चाहिए. वो आपसे शेयर करूंगा, बट बिफोर दैट a lot of things happened in the last 15 days. 15 दिन हो गए हम लोग को मिले हुए, मालूम है, 15 days, and a lot of things happened, a lot of success stories from a lot of participants. मेरी लाइफ में बहुत कुछ हुआ है, and I'm sure आपकी लाइफ में भी बहुत कुछ हुआ होगा इन 15 दिनों में. 15 days means are almost around 360-370 hours. तो इतना कंज्यूम किया है तो फिर कुछ ना कुछ तो आउटपुट होना ही चाहिए या होना ही होगा. And I'm happy, glad that quite a few of you have shared your stories with me, and I also have a few stories to share with all of you. Chaliye. Let's namaste everybody who's just joined in. Good to see all of you. And yes, the lights above you are flickering. Abhi bhi flicker ho raha hai kya? Just give me a tinkle, then I will switch off the light. I don't know if it is troubling you. ठीक है. If somebody can come and do it, I think it's stopped flickering, but still we can handle it. See, Rachna, if you could handle that light, you can maybe switch off the light, please. It's ये यहाँ से switch off कर. Okay, chalo. By the time lights have been taken care of. Sir, bhajan was really awesome. Oh yes, all the bhajans which I play are my favorites, and my favorites got to be awesome. So all those who missed on the morning part, मेरा आपसे ये कहना रहता है, और मैं हमेशा कहता रहा हूँ आपसे कि whatever you do, get up a bit early, log in a bit early. A few minutes off here and there is sheer carelessness. It is not a big problem. It is not something which is not rectifiable. It's not something which cannot be undone. ये 5 मिनट का इधर उधर होना is actually a reflection of a careless approach and a careless attitude. मुझे लगता है कि और ये कहाँ सीप करेगा ना मालूम नहीं पड़ता है. This is part of our indiscipline. और मुझे लगता है कि indiscipline is like water. कभी सोचो इस बारे में कि जैसे पानी है ना, उसको हल्की सी भी कहीं जगह मिल जाए तो वहां से वो सीप इन करता है. So all waterproofing guys, those who are in the waterproofing industry, like Kedar Kale is in the waterproofing industry. So ये लोग बड़े cautious रहते हैं कि पानी को जरा से भी जगह नहीं मिलनी चाहिए. So when they do that coating and the layering for their waterproofing solutions, so they ensure that they are doubly, triply safe, because all the effort, all the hard work can go for a toss. कि अगर हल्का सा भी पानी को कहीं जगह मिल गई जाने की, Even a micron kind of a opening which is there, पानी वहां चले जाएगा. और वहां से अगर पानी गया, then it will start making its own place. In the same way, indiscipline, इसको भी हल्की सी जगह चाहिए होती है. ये पानी की तरह हल्की सी इसको जगह चाहिए ना, फिर ये हमारे कौन कौन से एस्पेक्ट्स में छा जाएगा, आ जाएगा, मालूम नहीं पड़ेगा. तो इसलिए बहुत कॉशियस, बहुत कॉन्शियस रहना चाहिए कि हम कहीं पर भी इनडिसिप्लिन ना हो जाए. वो कैसे अपनी लाइफ को
Just give us a moment.
Okay, I am back. Is it? Can you give me a thumbs up on whether I'm back or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Some technical. आज किसने कुछ मेरे बारे में अच्छा नहीं सोचा है? We have some technical issues happening here. चलो, good. Thank you for that thumbs up from your side. हाँ, चलो. ये कौन पनौती लगा रहा है बैठे बैठे अपने घर में मुझे? चलो ठीक है, we are back. So मैं आपसे, I don't know when did I miss out on you, और तुमने कब से मुझे सुनना बंद किया, मुझे तो समझ नहीं आ रहा, because I was speaking for a good long time and then I did not have any indication that I am offline. तो चलो, जहां भी तुमने सुना, I was sharing about this very fact that indiscipline जो है, ये भी पानी की तरह है. ये कहीं ना कहीं कैसे सीप इन कर जाता है, और कौन से हमारे एस्पेक्ट में, कौन से हमारे रोल में ये हमें फिट करेगा, यू कैन नॉट इवन इमेजिन. चाहे वो बिजनेस साइड हो, चाहे वो हमारी पर्सनल साइड हो, चाहे हेल्थ साइड हो, इवन हैप्पी माइंड्स. सो डोंट अलाउ इनडिसिप्लिन डोंट अलाउ इनडिसिप्लिन एनी रूम. उसको 0.5 माइक्रोन जो भी, बिल्कुल जगह मत दो, क्योंकि वो जहां एंट्री मारेगा, फिर वो उसका काम है फैलना. जस्ट लाइक वाटर इज देयर, वो फिर वो जाएगा, बढ़ेगा, कहीं ना कहीं रास्ता ढूंढेगा ना, बिकॉज इट हैज टू फाइंड इट्स वे. इट हैज ऑलरेडी सीप्ड इन. और अगर वो सीप इन कर गया, उसने रास्ता बना लिया, इट विल कॉज डैमेज. सो when we say 7 o'clock the happy mind start, then 7 o'clock means 7 o'clock. It starts at 7 o'clock. So don't make yourself, we all build ourselves. We are always on a building mode. Even right now you're on a building mode. Every moment of your life हम कुछ बन रहे हैं, और जब हम कुछ बन रहे हैं तो फिर अच्छा ही बन जाए ना, क्योंकि बन तो रही हैं. You cannot stop this making of yours. हम ये बनना बंद नहीं कर सकते, बनना तो हमारा चालू रहेगा. आप किसी से बात कर रहे हैं तो आप कुछ बन रहे हैं, आप बिजनेस कर रहे हैं तो आप कुछ बन रहे हैं, आप कम्युनिकेशन कर रहे हैं तो आप बन रहे हैं, आप सेल्स कर रहे हैं तो आप बन रहे हैं, आप रिश्ते में अपना समय बिता रहे हो तो आप कुछ बन रहे हैं. सो वी आर बिकमिंग समबडी, वी आर गेटिंग मेड in the process of living a life. अब what we are getting made, what we are becoming, depends a lot on how we are conducting ourselves at that moment. So जब आप हैप्पी माइंड्स को 7 बजे की जगह 7:05 पे आते हो, 7:10 पे आते हो, तो आप कुछ बन रहे हो. और ये बनना जो है, ये आपको पूछना है अपने आप से कि जो मैं बन रहा हूं, ये मैं अच्छा बन रहा हूं या मैं बुरा बन रहा हूं. मैं अपने अच्छे के लिए बन रहा हूं या अपने नुकसान के लिए बन रहा हूं. And you will have your answer there. So this is such a beautiful insight which you can take this very morning, that in this process of living a life, we are becoming somebody. So it's not about arriving someplace, it's all about becoming. And बनते चले जाएं और अच्छे बनते चले जाएं, इससे बढ़िया बात क्या हो सकती है? Because there is no destination you will arrive. So you have set a target for yourself कि मैं business में मैं 10 crores करूंगा, 50 crores करूंगा. So the destination is all about you becoming somebody. Right? You go to the gym and you say, okay, I'm going to have a nice fitter body and a nice slim trim body, or a 6-pack body, or so and so muscles. So it's in the process that you become somebody. right? You get married and you said, okay, I want to get married, and you get married. You're becoming somebody. You become a husband, you become a wife. That's what you become. You decide to have a family, you decide to have a child, so you become a parent, right? You decide to go to a class, you become a student. तो हमारा बनना लगातार चालू रहता है. Whatever role you decide to start a business, you become an entrepreneur, right? You decide to join a company for a job, you become a team member there. तो हमारा बनना शुरू रहता है. अब ये बनना अच्छा है या बुरा है, that is absolutely up to us. और मुझे फिर यही लगता है कि जब बन ही रहे हैं, क्योंकि बनना तो बंद नहीं कर सकते ना, तो जब बन ही रहे हैं तो फिर अच्छा ही बन जाते हैं. So even while you're in the bed and you're sleeping, so आप कुछ बन रहे हो, आप lazy बन रहे हो, right? You're avoiding certain tasks, so you're becoming complacent. आप बन रहे हो, तो बनना बंद नहीं होगा, तो अच्छा ही बनते हैं. या तो आप डिसाइड कर लो. अभिजीत says, sir, I will take utmost care to reach before 7. Thanks for connecting me. I'm obliged. Great. और देखो, मुझे तो मालूम ही नहीं पड़ता ना, आप लोग 7 बजे करते हो, 7:05 पे करते हो, 7:10 पे आते हो. पहली बात तो मुझे मालूम नहीं पड़ता. दूसरी बात, मुझे फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. I'm sorry to say this, not that I don't care for you and not that I'm not concerned about you, but मैं क्या करूंगा. और मेरी लाइफ पे तो फर्क नहीं पड़ता, क्योंकि मैं 7 का मतलब 7 ही करूंगा. मैं तो आपके चक्कर में 7:05 नहीं करूंगा ना, 7:10 नहीं करूंगा. तो आपकी केयरलेसनेस, यू नो, डज नॉट इफेक्ट मी, बट इट इफेक्ट्स यू. और बड़ा जरूरी है ये समझना कि कुछ लोग जो है अपने अपने अच्छेपन को या अपना अच्छा होने को दे काइंड ऑफ गिव अप बिकॉज अदर पीपल आर नॉट बिहेविंग इन अ सर्टेन वे. बहुत बार ऐसा होता है, लोग मेरे से बोलते हैं कि सर हम टाइम पे आके क्या करें, लोग ही नहीं आते टाइम पे, तो हमने भी लेट आना शुरू कर दिया. अरे आपने अपनी वर्च्यू को क्यों खो दिया? जस्ट बिकॉज अदर पीपल आर नॉट होल्डिंग ऑन टू देयर वर्च्यू. And so in a process you became what they were, rather than you making them become what you are. तो कम से कम आप तो अपनी अच्छाई मत छोड़ो ना. So I don't know, and it doesn't affect me, though I do care. So I do care, but it doesn't affect me कि आप 7 का 7:10 कर रहे हो. And it is a habit which can be which can kind of seep in a lot of other aspects of your life. तो मैंने जहां भी प्रोफेशनल कमिटमेंट दिया है, जहां पर people professionally wait for me, I ensure that they don't even wait a minute more for me. Everywhere, wherever I've been there. I was in Raipur last week, and we had a wonderful session there. But when they said at 3 o'clock the program is going to be there, I was there at 2:30, 2:45. I've never been late. And that's a professional commitment. And in my personal life also, as much as possible, the personal lives are, your friend is there and you want to go to his home. So of course you ensure that you reach in that time zone which you have said. There you are not very strict about 7:30 means 7:30, though I ensure that I reach there also in time. But it is not that 7:30 means somewhere 9 o'clock or 8 or 9:30. Right? You go for a wedding and the wedding card says a wedding is from 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock or 7 to 11 o'clock. You don't reach there at 7 because 7 o'clock बुला हुआ है. तो वहां मालूम पड़ा तो जिसकी शादी वो भी नहीं आया होता 7 बजे. But still, you have to see that all your professional commitments you live by to the best of your ability. And उसमें time की commitment is सबसे तुच्छ level की commitment. चलो, आज सुबह का थोड़ा सा ज्ञान on this very simple thought process कि हम लोग कुछ ना कुछ बनते रहते हैं. We keep on becoming in the process of living a life. We keep on becoming. So when we die, which we will one day, the question will be in our minds what we have become in this journey of last 70, 80, 90 years, 100 years, whatever time span we have had. हम क्या बन के निकल गए. I was sharing with my kids who are in Manipal. So बच्चों से मैं कह रहा था दोनों से कि तुम अभी जा रहे हो बेटा, this new phase of your life, and the next 4 years you're going to be in that college. So what you're doing is you have become somebody the last 17, 18 years. That becoming of yours is what you are taking as a gift to that place. कि आप उस कॉलेज में जा रहे हो तो आप कुछ लेके जा रहे हो which you had become, which you had with you because of the last 17 years of the way you lived your life. And what you take there as a gift will make you make a place for yourself there. And those 4 years, you will also become somebody. Those 4 years, live your life in such a way that you become more of what you can become. And then now those 4 years will add on to your becoming, and that you will take to some other college or some other place where you will go. So we go from one place to another. And in that traveling of ours, when we go from one place to another, from the previous place, we would have picked up our becoming to benefit the new place. And that's how it should happen. तो आप मुझे यहाँ सुन रहे हो Happy Minds में, you are becoming somebody. And this becoming of yours should kind of spread the fragrance in the next place which you go after Happy Minds. तो आप Happy Minds के बाद शायद काम पे जा रहे हो, शायद आप अपने घर पे लगे हो, शायद आप अपने बच्चों के साथ हो, या बाहर हो, या इवन गार्डनिंग कर रहे हो. तो ये Happy Minds should make you something which should benefit the environment which you enter into after HM. Same is the case with the company where you work in. कि आप जिस कंपनी में काम कर रहे हो, उसमें आप 8 घंटे हो, 10 घंटे आप हो उस कंपनी में. So you're becoming somebody. That becoming should help you to live a better life when you go out of that company to some other place, maybe your home, maybe your friend's place, maybe in the market, isn't it? And if अगर ऐसा हम conscious रहे that whatever we are into, we got to use that to live a better life in the next phase of our life. It'll be so wonderful. So that's what I was sharing with my kids. Okay. I was kind of making them write down, see what you can do. So they can play squash, they can play table tennis, they can play guitar, they can sing a few bhajans and things like that. So I said, this is what you have become, right? And this is what you're taking to your college, and this will help you. Imagine, Karo, if you did not know these things, would you not just feel, "Arey yaar, kuch leke nahi aaya yahan par to?" And same would be the case with so many other children there. And then they keep on telling us every day that this guy plays very good, a flute, कोई flute बजा रहा है, कोई mouth organ बजा रहा है, कोई वो synthesizer लेके आया है, and somebody is very humorous, and so everybody has got something which they had become over the last so many years, and that's how it's a jamming session होता है उन लोगों का वहाँ पर on a regular basis. So this is the way for us also. So every day, look at every day as the maker. वो तो बड़ा कुम्हार है, वो बोलते ना कि वो हम उसकी गीली मिट्टी हैं, तो वो हर दिन हमें बना रहा है, हमें एक अलग ढांचे में डाल रहा है. हर दिन वो हमें एक मौका दे रहा है. He is the master potter, if you can say. हैरी पॉटर नहीं, he is the master potter. So वो कुम्हार है जो हम गीली मिट्टियों को हर दिन कुछ ना कुछ बना रहे हैं. And हमारा बनना बंद नहीं होगा, बनना चालू रहेगा. So what we become, we have some role in that as to what we become. Is it making sense to all of you? हाँ जी, connected हो? कहाँ गए सब लोग? जनता है कि नहीं? Yeah, give me some signals that you're there, you're alive. Yeah, very good. I have you have some sharing. If you want to do some sharing, you have your hand raised. So ensure that you have Nipuna Shah. You want to share something? Oh, is it Anjali present, sir? Mantra present, sir. You can unmute yourself, Nipuna. You want to share something? Or नाम भी अच्छा है, Nipuna. Oh, that's nice name. I don't know if आपने गलती से अगर hand raise किया है, तो please put your hand down. Otherwise, you can unmute and you can share. You got 10 seconds to do that, and then I'll put your hand down from my side. हाँ जी, सब present है. Great. I think Nipuna has गलती से hand up किया है. Okay, if you want to share something, you can raise your hand, and then we can have the sharing from. We can have the sharing started for you, right? Chaliye, I have a few wonderful sharings to do, which are of the success of many people. So मेरे पास भी कुछ success stories हैं, हमारी खुद की बहुत कुछ हुआ है पिछले 2 हफ्तों में, and like I said, I was in Raipur, and बहुत बढ़िया एक experience रहा to share with 300 odd members of a foundation who had come from all over the country. And मेरा first time था where I was not on stage because Maharaj was on stage. So I met him. So we had Maharaj Rishi Parvanji, and he's a very renowned spiritual master in the Jain community. तो कभी कभी आप जब नहीं होते हो उस कम्युनिटी से तो आपको मालूम नहीं पड़ता बट सो व्हेन आई वाज इनवाइटेड देयर एंड आई वाज आस्क्ड दैट आप रहेंगे एंड ऋषि प्रवीण जी भी रहेंगे गुरुदेव भी रहेंगे वहां पर सो आई शेयर्ड दैट न्यूज विद अ फ्यू फ्रॉम द जैन कम्युनिटी अ फ्यू क्रिसेलियंस जो हमारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनसे मैंने शेयर किया सो दे वर एब्सोल्युटली इन ऑ गुरुजी के साथ आप हो एंड देन आई रियलाइज्ड दैट वाओ ही इज सच अ बिग रिनाउंड पर्सनालिटी एंड स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर तो उनके साथ मौका मिला मुझे शेयर करने का सो ही हैड हिज ओन उनके प्रवचन चलते हैं उसके बाद मेरा आई वाज देयर फॉर 1.5 hours and that went on for 2 hours people said continue speaking that was wonderful and then उसके बाद गुरुजी ने जो बातें करी मेरे बारे में it was I think one of the best बहुत सारी तारीफें होती हैं बहुत सारे लोग बात करते हैं but then coming from a person of his level of his stature was so fantastic so kabhi ab mere shayad uski video clipping bhi hai on what he spoke about what I spoke and that was so wonderful and so humbling so that was one wonderful experience from my side and uske matching experience hua that when I landed at Raipur so we had Chrysalis, Sachin and Nitesh coming over to meet me and they stay around 2 hours from Raipur. जैसे ही उनको मालूम पड़ा मैं रायपुर आ रहा हूँ these two Chrysalians they were after my team कि बताओ सर का प्लेन कब लैंड कर रहा है we will be there and I did not have time at all मैं लैंड किया और मेरा इवेंट लाइंड अप था so there were people who were lined up उनकी गाड़ी रेडी थी मुझे लेने के लिए and ये दो आए मिलने के लिए बच्चे मेरे से it was such a beautiful meet because मैं उनको मिल रहा था almost after 20 years and they were here as youngsters as students in Pune way back in 2002 3 and they were doing the program so मैंने शायद social media में लिखा I don't know if you read that or not कि they were here for 5 years and amongst in those 5 years they were with me for almost around 25-30 hours एक program उन्होंने मेरा किया and उसके बाद हम मिले ही नहीं and straight हम मिल रहे हैं after 20 years 21 years तो लेकिन फिर भी वो प्यार फिर भी वो दिल में जगह मेरे लिए it was such a beautiful experience and a beautiful realization that रिश्तों को अच्छा बनाना या रिश्तों को बनाने के लिए बहुत समय नहीं लगता कम समय में भी रिश्ते जो हैं ऐसे बन सकते हैं जो लाइफ लॉन्ग आपके जहन में आपके दिल में दिलो दिमाग में रहे and that's what those two darlings they taught me at that moment that and I said I'm so sorry तुम लोग आए इतना दूर से और I don't have time for you तो मैंने वो उनको रुका गाड़ी वालों को मैंने कहा let me spend some time with these people here and सचिन बोलता है कि सर कैसी बात कर रहे हो आप आज हम जो है वो आपकी वजह से हैं और आपके लिए समय नहीं निकालते ऐसे कैसे and those words were you know kind of बोलते ना कि आपकी उम्र बढ़ जाती है वो शब्द सुन के and that's how I felt when Sachin shared that so beautiful then we had another Chrysalian Saurabh Jain coming over he has become a trainer in Raipur and he says sir training का टी आपने सिखाया when I was there with you in 2006 or 7 and now I'm doing well for myself I felt so wow I said this is wonderful he says I keep on listening to you और आज मेरा काफी नाम है रायपुर में I said God bless you keep on sharing keep on spreading this light as far as you can so that was my Raipur visit so this is what it is then we had some wonderful sharing from Sandeep Koite. I don't know Sandeep. हाँ Sandeep मैंने नाम पढ़ा था. I think he's there today in today's HM. So beautiful sharing जो success story उन्होंने share करी मेरे साथ उन्होंने कहा उनकी एक company है which is into arranging loan against gold सुधान gold के नाम से and I remember Sandeep coming to me some years back from all the way from Kopargaon and with Swati his wife they both would come for every session here. And then 2 years back, they did Arasamasti. And it was same time, ये 8, 9, 10 August की बात है 2021 में when they were there with me. in Uttarakhand for Ara Samasti program. And he shares that, sir, we are a startup company established under the guidance of MG sir. ऐसा मेरी तारीफ करी है उसने, संदीप ने. And he says we have done a business of rupees 900 crores through 165 branches through different credit cooperative societies in Maharashtra and Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka, Gujarat, and other places in just 2.5 years. And he says, today we are happy to announce that India's renowned Kotak Mahindra Bank has signed an agreement with Sudan Gold Loan to grow their bank's gold loan business. And this is the first phase in Maharashtra, and then they will take it across the country. Thank you, MG sir, and entire Chrysalis family for your guidance, support, motivation, and love. So that's a message which he sent across. And the moment I read this message, it was on 10th of August. 10th of August also happens to be our annual day of Chrysalis. And I said, wow, this is such a wonderful gift. और क्या चाहिए किसी टीचर को, किसी गुरु को? If the students, अगर शिष्य आगे बढ़ते रहें, अपनी लाइफ को चमकाते रहें, अपनी लाइफ के हिसाब से और अच्छी जिंदगी अच्छी करते रहें, मुझे लगता है इससे बड़ा गिफ्ट किसको चाहिए? और and on our founding day, आज से 26 साल पहले, Chrysalis was founded. And I shared this message back, and I said, I may have founded, Chrysalis. I may be on paper the owner of Chrysalis. I may have given birth to Chrysalis, but it doesn't belong to me. Chrysalis belongs to everybody. Chrysalis belongs to you all. And together, all of us, we have brought up, we have shaped Chrysalis into what it is today. मैं तो सिर्फ by chance I happen to be the founder and to be the father or the mother or the owner of Chrysalis, but it does not belong to me. And that's how so many Chrysalians also feel about Chrysalis, that on the foundation day of Chrysalis, so many messages came where we call them Chrysalians and they also call them Chrysalians. This is our day when we were born. This is also our day when we realized life is so very beautiful for all of us. So itna pyar, I think that's how Chrysalis got shaped. So yes, story jo Sandeep ne mujhse share kari, and he shared on the group also. I said, this is so fantastic. And he also has joined my latest Ara Samasti batch, which we started on 7th of August. And in a batch, wo share kar raha hai sare entrepreneurs ke sath. Sandeep was sharing that when I joined Ara Samasti 2 years back, I was at 90 odd crores. And from 90 to 900, that batch took me. And I'm joining the batch again because I want to go from 165 branches to 3,000 branches. So I said, this is such a beautiful approach to life. कि हम एक जो चीज सीखते हैं वो हमें एक मुकाम तक ले जाती है और फिर उस मुकाम से अगर हमें नेक्स्ट मुकाम पे जाना है तो हमें फिर कुछ और सीखना पड़ेगा, कुछ और करना पड़ेगा, कुछ और हमें बनना पड़ेगा. And he says, that's what I've come here to. I've come here to become an entrepreneur who can take the company to 3,000 branches. So 3,000 branches आने से पहले 3,000 branches का entrepreneur बनना बड़ा जरूरी है. And that's the journey which he has joined back. And it was so very humbling, so very touching, this entire experience. And I felt, wow, one of those times when you feel that you look back in your life and you feel it was all worth the effort, that how people are becoming and how people are making their lives a great story for the world. अरे संदीप is all here. So मैं आपको ये story क्यों share कर रहा हूँ या मैं और stories क्यों share करता हूँ? Because I think these are stories which really hit somewhere deep inside, and they kind of shake up the internal mechanism of ours. And ये stories हमारे internal mechanism को shake करके बोलती कुछ तो करो, कुछ तो बड़ा करो, कुछ तो ऐसा करो जिससे और लोगों के अंदर इतनी हिम्मत बन जाए कि वो भी कुछ कर पाए. Because that's the way it is for everybody. Because one of the emotions which I feel all of us should have is the emotion of confidence. तो 4 emotions में से एक emotion जो बहुत powerful emotion है, that is the emotion of confidence. तो confidence जो है वो build होता है by we doing certain things. So if you're not having confidence, you will have another emotion called fear. You will have another emotion called anxiety. So confidence and fear cannot coexist. जब confidence नहीं होता तो डर होता है, confidence नहीं होता तो anxiety होती है. और ये डर और anxiety को भगाने का एक ही तरीका है, you do certain things. And for doing certain things, You need some inspiration. And when you are inspired enough to do certain things, you go beyond your capabilities. You go beyond your fear. And when you go beyond your fear, that builds confidence. So one of the most beautiful emotions which all of you should possess in huge quantities is the emotion of confidence. So when I share these success stories, I'm just nudging you. I'm just poking you. Ki kuch karo. I'm nudging you to go beyond your fear. कि किसी को अगर public speaking का डर है, go beyond your fear. जाओ ना, करो. क्या होगा? You will fail maximum. That's it, right? But in that process, you will become confident. Again, it's all about becoming. You will become confident, right? You have the fear of launching a new product. Karo na. What will happen? It will not work. In the process, you will become somebody. And what you will become? You will become more confident. So the reason, that's why I'm saying, I want to hear more and more success stories from your side. We had another success story of another Chrysalis called Nilesh Tadavre, and he sent a message to me, sir, Zala, ho gaya. Is it? What? And then I read in the main group, he completed Ironman. And फिर उससे मैंने बात करी किधर, so he was in Tallinn in Estonia, and he did Ironman. Means you're talking about jogging a full marathon, cycling 180 odd kilometers, swimming for 4-5 kilometers, and in one stretch. And this is not the first Ironman he did. I think this is the 4th or 5th Ironman for him. So, and he was the same person who met me some years back, 8 years back. He was there, जहां पर health का edge भी नहीं, कोई focus नहीं कि physically हमें strong बनना है या physically हमें अच्छा बनना है. From there to here, his life is an awesome inspiration. I said, Nilesh, you inspire. मतलब कितनी आग डालता है तू मेरे अंदर कि wow, he's doing Ironman. And he says, sir, आपकी आग है ये. तो मैंने कहा क्या बात है कि जो मेरी आग है तुमने उसको 1000 गुना बड़ा कर दिया है. And that's what everyone has a responsibility. कि जो आग आपको मिलती है, जो आपको स्पार्क मिलता है, जो शोले आपको मिलते हैं, उसको आप 10 गुना करके ऐसे दुनिया में बांटो. I think that makes it all the more worthwhile. So the reason these success stories are there, it is just to nudge you to do certain things. And by doing certain things, you build confidence, isn't it? So 2 success stories from my side. Another success story is from another Chrysalis and Sangram Jagtap, and he messaged and he said, sir, happy to inform you, MG, that Devani is also, Devani is Sangram's daughter, and she's also a Chrysalis, that Devani has been selected as one of the 16 all India top finalists for Miss Diva India. And the winner of the 16 will go for Miss Universe representing India. And she needs all the blessings and things like that. I said, wow, this is fantastic, because they have a wonderful nursery, Tukai Farms in Hadapsar Road, and Devani and Sangram, they were part of my business batch, and they're also part of the life leadership batch. And whenever I met Devani, such a wonderful soul. And when she shared with me some months back that she's preparing for it, I said, wow, I think if anybody deserves this title, it's you. And I wish her, on behalf of all of you, the best wishes, that she represents India and another Chrysalis doing wonders in the world. So that's what I look forward to. So all these stories, you know what they do to me? These stories, they build my confidence. that जो मैं रास्ते में चल रहा हूँ, जो जिस राह पे मैं चल रहा हूँ, this is making a difference, this is making sense, this is meaningful. और क्या चाहिए? Right? And the reason these stories are shared with you, somewhere they nudge you कि आप भी उस राह पे चलो जहाँ से आपका confidence build हो. And then there, the moment your confidence is built, it becomes a bit meaningful. Right? So, love you all for sharing these wonderful stories. And that's it is from my side. And you do share something if it has happened. You can take your hand up and do share with me. And मैं आपको आगे के 3 इमोशंस और बताता हूँ जो हमारे अंदर होने चाहिए. But before that, let's build up the entire morning so far. So write down something which you have picked up since morning. आपने अभी सुबह से I've been sharing with you for the last 45 odd minutes. आपने क्या पिकअप किया? Tell me, फटाफट टाइप करो, मुझे बताओ आपने आज क्या पिकअप किया. Then I'll take you to the next. What did you pick up today? Then I'll share with you the remaining 3 emotions which we all have. Sandeep quote says, we are in making process, we are becoming something. So achhe, is it Sandeep quote? Oh yes, Sandeep. I see your Sandeep quote is another Sarfara insan with me. Last many months, Sandeep has been on a physical fitness. उसकी वाइफ ने उसको बोला मैं घर से तेरे को निकाल दूंगी अगर तू फिजिकली फिट नहीं बना. तो प्रिया ने उसको धमकी दी एंड लास्ट आई थिंक फ्यू मंथ्स ही हैज बीन वर्किंग ऑन हिमसेल्फ. 6 पैक बना के छोड़ेगा ये, ऐसा मुझे लग रहा है. He posts some lovely pictures of his exercising on the social media. But I'm happy to see this commitment, Sandeep. Happy to see this commitment. You're becoming something, right? Rohit says, my takeaway, being focused on my commitments of being before time. Okay, great, Rohit. Be in time punctuality. I'm becoming something every day. Beautiful, Rishi. Pooja says, anyway, we all are going to become someone. Then why? Oh, this is such a wonderful way to summarize. Anyway, we are going to become. Hum banne to wale hi hain, right? Then why don't we become better? So why? We should focus on becoming better. Lovely. When you do something, you become someone. Absolutely. Time discipline. Discipline is the base of successful life. But yeah, discipline is the base. It's a foundation. Becoming owner of 3,000 branches before owning 3,000 branches. Oh, I Ratnali, love you for revising and putting it again, on making me share this again. It is so very important. And all of you, मुझे ये बड़ा जरूरी है तुम लोगों को समझाना ये बात को कि before you have 100 crore turnover in your business, you got to become 100 crore entrepreneur. कभी सोचा इस बारे में? You got to have systems and process of 100 crores. You got to have people of 100 crores. You got to have infrastructure of 100 crores. You got to have your products of 100 crores. You got to have vendors for 100 crore support. You got to have your customers who will buy 100 crore product. ये सब बनना पड़ेगा ना, तभी तो 100 crore होगा, right? So before you have a child, you got to be a parent, in your thought process. So somewhere हम लोग वो बनते नहीं हैं और इसलिए पाते नहीं. ये बनना बड़ा जरूर है to get something. But the focus, unfortunately, is all on having. As a result, becoming takes a back seat. I was addressing a young group of students there long back. 8-10 साल पहले मुझे एकदम क्लिक हुआ अभी. 8-10 साल पहले मुझे बुलाया गया where there were a lot of these children between the age group of 10 to 14 years, and I was to address them. And they all had made their vision board about the aspirations in life. And when I saw a few, so I was kind of I said, when I was sharing with them, I said, I think there has to be some correction, because all of you have put on your vision board what you want to have. तो किसी ने घर चाहिए मुझे, किसी ने बोला मुझे ये गाड़ी चाहिए. Children of 10-12 years having aspirations is not bad. But I said, more than having aspirations of what you want to have an aspiration of becoming somebody. That becoming will make you have a car. That becoming will make you have a bungalow. That becoming will make you have a company of yours. That becoming will make you have some medals and some prizes. That becoming is a must. So what do you want to become? So a lot of entrepreneurs, they want to become better entrepreneurs, but they want to have a bigger turnover. अरे येड़े, जब तक अच्छा नहीं बनेगा तो फिर अच्छा टर्नओवर कहां से आएगा? Till you don't become a great leader, how will you have a wonderful team with you? So leadership पे काम करो, leadership सीखो. So अभी अलग subject रत्नाली, but thank you for sharing this. discipline, Sandeep. Do the things which you can't do right now. It'll boost your confidence. Absolutely. Confidence is built by doing things which you have not attempted so far. Discipline is the key, becoming something. Okay. चलो मैं फटाफट आगे जा रहा हूँ. बहुत से लोगों ने बहुत कुछ लिखा है. In less time, you can make great relations. Thank you, Jyoti, for sharing this. Influence good habits, but don't get affected by bad habits. Emotion of confidence, becoming is process. And discipline is like water. बहुत बढ़िया. चलो मैं फटाफट आगे जा रहा हूँ because I got to share a few more things. चलिए. Now, the second emotion which you should have with you, one is the emotion of confidence. Now, if you were to see, if you want to build, अभी ये संदीप खुद से मुझे लिंक करता हूँ. संदीप is into exercising, gymming. आजकल ये लोहा खाता है. So he's building his dollar shole and his six pack. So anybody who goes to the gym, they know this, that if you really want to, make a great body, what are you got to do? You got to put in a lot of hard work for physical exercise. You got to that's what you do when you go to the gym. तो जिम जाके आप ना आराम करते हो कि आप रिलैक्स हो जाते हो. तो जिम जाके आप क्या करते हो? आप एक्सरसाइज करते हो और आप फिर डाइट पे फोकस करते हो कि वी वांट टू हैव अ गुड बॉडी. सो ईट द राइट काइंड ऑफ फूड, इजंट इट? द फूड व्हिच विल काइंड ऑफ strengthen your muscle. So this is for your physical strength. For your mental strength, you got to eat the right kind of challenges. For your physical strength, you got to eat the right kind of exercise, the right kind of food. For your mental strength, you got to eat the right kind of challenges. And that is where confidence will come from. हम लोग जो है ना बहुत ही बेकार खाना खा रहे हैं for our mind. We are not facing challenges. We are running away from challenges. We are avoiding difficult situations. पूछो खुद को आप सब, अगर मैं सबसे कॉमन एग्जाम्पल ले लूं आप सबके लिए, because all of you are from different fields of life and you're doing different things. सबसे सिंपल एग्जाम्पल अगर मैं ले लूं, जो कॉमन बैठेगा सब में एंड जो अपनी लाइफ से मैं लिंक करता हूं, that have you not run away from public speaking in your life? Right? And you ran away from public speaking because you said, मुझे तो आती नहीं है, या I'm not a good speaker, I have never been on stage. तो ये एक चैलेंजिंग सिचुएशन है जिससे आप भागे हो. कोई अच्छा कम्युनिकेशन में सामने आ जाए तो उसके सामने मुंह नहीं खुलता अपना, हम उसको अवॉइड करते हैं. We have run away from situations which have been uncomfortable for us, difficult for us. और इन्हीं सिचुएशंस को खाने से हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड होता है. Our mental strength gets built up. Just like a certain kind of food you eat, तो आप कुछ ऐसे खाने खाते हो जिससे आपके प्रोटीन आपको मिलता है. So you build your physical strength, right? So you have been running away. To make it a point that you will build your confidence by eating the right kind of challenges. And trust me, तुम करो, देखो फिर कैसे confidence build होता है तुम्हारा. चलो. The second emotion which we all need to have by our side is the emotion of enthusiasm. एक बहुत जबरदस्त emotion है जो wholesale में पाया जाता है बच्चों के अंदर. If you were to come for my life 360 program, there you will see the entire 3 days is nothing else but loads and loads and loads of enthusiasm. Loads of enthusiasm. भरा होता है. 3 दिन जो है ऐसा जोश की दुकान होती है वो. That after 3 days when people walk out, they are dipped, they are soaked, they are drenched in nothing else but enthusiasm. That's the power. Abhi team hum hua, 3,500 people in the hall. What was there? It was nothing else but josh, janoon, pagalpan, utsah. And that's what Osho Rajneesh would say, that zindagi jo hai na, utsav nahi hona chahiye. Zindagi ek mahotsav hona chahiye. It should be a big celebration. And that can only happen if you are loaded with enthusiasm. अगर आपके अंदर कूट कूट के जोश ये भरा हुआ है, और बच्चों के अंदर ये था, बच्चों के अंदर ये रहता है. And let me tell you one secret. Don't tell anybody. The secret is that once upon a time, we were also kids. Once upon a time, हम भी तो बच्चे थे. Once upon a time, हमारे अंदर भी तो कूट कूट के जोश भरा हुआ था. Enthusiastic थे, हर चीज को लेके उछलते कूदते रहते थे. We are mentally and physically enthusiastic. And somewhere over a period of time, हम जैसे बनते गए, तो हमारा enthusiasm कहाँ छूट गया और हम कुछ और बन गए, हम डल बन गए, हम कहीं ठंडे पर बन गए. That is what we have become. And yet you will have some souls around you. मेरा विश्वास करो, you will have some souls around you who are bubbling with energy. You have some souls around you. अपने घर में देखो, अपने दोस्तों में देखो, कोई अपने ऑफिस में देखो, कोई एक बंदा तो ऐसा होगा जिसके अंदर एनर्जी होगी. एक बंदा तो ऐसा होगा जो एकदम ऐसा, उससे बात करके लगेगा यार अभी भी जीने के लिए ना बहुत कुछ बाकी है. कोई तो ऐसा होगा. And that is a reflection of enthusiasm. And जिन्होंने कभी मेरा लाइफ 360 प्रोग्राम नहीं किया है, कभी आओ तो तुम्हें मैं बताऊं कि enthusiasm क्या है. It is filled. पहले का हमारा मॉड्यूल होता था, we used to follow the Dale Carnegie module way back in 2000, early 2000s. We would follow the Dale Carnegie module and we would have the program over a period of 1 month. एक महीना पूरा प्रोग्राम चलता था. एक महीना हम लोग ऐसा कूट के ऐसा हम सबके अंदर जो है ना huge quantities में, wholesale में जोश भरा होता था. And as a result of that enthusiasm, a lot of things in life look beautiful. Because it's an inner state of mind which makes you feel, which makes you say that there is so much more to do, there's so much more to experience in life. और कुछ भी बड़ा काम करना है, कुछ भी important काम करना है, कुछ भी meaningful काम करना है, उसके लिए तो जोश लगता है यार, उसके लिए enthusiasm लगता है. Am I right or not? Who would want to, if I were to ask you, which sport in the world has the largest audience, has the largest viewership? And the sport is football. Because there is so much of josh, so much of enthusiasm in the crowd happening, so much of energy. Because वो 1.5 घंटे के अंदर इतनी energy होती है, right from the players, right from the audience to the viewers है. It is एक अलग ही लेवल का एक होता है. You should, if you are a football fan, you would understand this. If you're not a football fan, once in your lifetime, मरने से पहले एक बार go to, and sit in a football stadium. You will understand what enthusiasm is all about. वहां मरा हुआ इंसान भी जिंदा हो जाएगा. इतनी एनर्जी होती है स्टेडियम के अंदर. So I'm talking about that is what a reflection of enthusiasm is. तो बहुत से लोगों की ना वारंटी गारंटी बहुत पहले खत्म हो गई. वो जैसी वो बच्चे से यंगस्टर्स बने, वहीं उनकी वारंटी गारंटी खत्म हो गई. ठंडे हो गए, शांत हो गए, और उस चक्कर में कुछ करने की जो है ना काबिलियत हम खो देते हैं जाने अनजाने में. So out of two emotions what I've shared with you, one is confidence. You can build confidence only by doing things which you have been avoiding, which you have been scared, which you have been afraid of. So face difficult situations, it will build that mental strength of yours. Eat difficult situations, it will build your confidence. That's one. Second is have loads and loads of enthusiasm. How you can build that enthusiasm? कभी बैच में आओगे तो बताऊंगा, इस समय कम है. Right? What is Rohit saying? I play football regularly and I agree. Absolutely. मतलब तुम ये sport खेल, कोई भी sport खेल लो. Football तो मैंने example दिया because it's the highest level. But you play any sport apart from your chess. जो chess जो है ना, उसमें दिमाग लगता है, उसमें actions कम होते हैं. So it is not a very exciting game physically, but mentally it's a very exciting game. Very exciting game, right? But if you play any sport, you don't come back मरा हुआ. You play hockey, you play football, you play cricket, you play squash, you play badminton, you play any sport, you will not come back dull, thaka. You'll be physically tired. You'll be drenched in perspiration. You'll feel exhausted, but you will be mentally super excited. That's the power of a sport. So enthusiasm build करने के लिए simple सा concept है. Face or bring actions or bring motion in your life. Motions will create emotions. So the way you walk, the way you are physically, it kind of rubs on your mind. So in a football game, no player is standing still. क्रिकेट में हो सकता है कि आप भाई वो पूरा 5 दिन का मैच चालू है, तो एक खड़ा हुआ है इंसान एक कोने में, एक फील्ड के एक कोने में, वहां बैट्समैन बॉल ही नहीं मार रहा है, बेचारा बैठे 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 वो सो भी जाएगा. But in football, you're active because the ball can come anytime. So people are on the move. And when people are on the move, they create an emotion called enthusiasm. Right? उसके पीछे का साइंस है कि कौन सा हार्मोन क्या 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 होता है, वो अलग बात है. We'll share. Right? So that's the second emotion. The third emotion which you all need to develop, since time is less, मैं फटाफट आपसे शेयर करता हूँ. Third emotion which you should develop is a very strong sense of humor. A very strong sense of humor. मतलब यार ह्यूमर नहीं है लाइफ में, हंसी नहीं है लाइफ में, तो फिर छोड़ो, अभी क्या बोलूं मैं. कुछ लोगों का ना ह्यूमर का बाईपास हुआ है. वो तो ना हार्ट का बाईपास हुआ है. कुछ लोगों का ह्यूमर का बाईपास, हंसते नहीं. आई एम टॉकिंग फ्रॉम माई एक्सपीरियंस, ट्रस्ट मी, व्हेन आई एम एड्रेसिंग पीपल ना, तो और मेरा एक बात करने का तरीका, आई ब्रिंग इन सम ह्यूमर, आई मेक पीपल लाफ. दो माय किड्स दे मेरे बच्चे जो है, मेरे चारों बच्चे जो है, दे मेक फन ऑफ मी एट होम. देखिए आप क्या बेकार जोक्स मारते हो कभी कभी. मैंने कहा देख, एज लॉन्ग एज द ऑडियंस इज लाफिंग ना, इट इज मेकिंग सेंस. सो मैं ऑन द स्पॉट कुछ बात कर देता हूँ, ऑन द स्पॉट में कुछ ऐसे डायलॉग बोल देता हूँ. People go mad laughing, and you all have experienced it time and again if you're there, if you have been there with me in the live audience. And still मैं देख रहा हूँ कि पब्लिक हंस रही है, और 2-3 आइटम ऐसे होते हैं जैसे कि एकदम जैसे उनको मैयत में बुलाया गया है, कि if they laugh they will kind of spoil the entire environment. If they laugh it will be out of the league. मतलब उनको हंसने का हक ही नहीं है. I agree, when you go for a funeral, there you can't laugh and you should not laugh, right? But जिंदगी में फ्यूनरल चल रही है कि सुबह से शाम आप फ्यूनरल में ही हो. कंपनी में गए तो फ्यूनरल, घर आए तो फ्यूनरल, दोस्त के यहाँ गए तो फ्यूनरल, समाज में चल रहे तो फ्यूनरल, टॉक में आए तो फ्यूनरल. ये क्या शक्लें बना के रखी हुई है कि जिसको देख के लगता है इसने मैयत से अभी एग्जिट मारा है सीधा. So there are some people who are like that. They have no sense of humor. To develop a sense of humor, the best thing is you can develop confidence, you can develop enthusiasm, you can develop a sense of humor. And the more sense of humor you have, the more you will see life has so much to give to you. तो अपने ऊपर हंसो यार, अपने ऊपर हंसो. अभी मैं कुछ दिन पहले मैं और रचना हंस रहे थे ऐसे ही एक बात पे, तो हमें याद आया, and she was making fun of me and I was making fun of myself. ऐसे हाँ यार क्या बेवकूफी है, क्या अकल नहीं लगाते. तो I'll tell you the story behind it. I bought a new shoe and for my running. So मेरा क्या है ना, अभी मेरा पैर जो है, I have got spurs on my heel ankle. तो spurs के चक्कर में I cannot wear ordinary shoes. I have to wear pronated shoes. तो एक special shoes आते हैं जो which kind of give you some kind of support to your ankle from behind. तो मेरा पिछले 20 साल की ये जो जर्नी रही है of standing for 8 hours, 10 hours and speaking, तो उससे मेरे पैरों में कैल्शियम डिपॉजिट्स हो गया, स्पर हो गए. Now डॉक्टर से कि ये अभी तुम्हारा जीने का तरीका था, you have been just standing and speaking for hours, तो बॉडी ने आपके नीचे पैरों में ये एक एडिशनल कैल्शियम डिपॉजिट्स कर दिए जिससे आपकी बॉडी को सपोर्ट मिले. बट नाउ दे आर काइंड ऑफ ट्रबलिंग यू व्हेन यू जॉग, व्हेन यू रन. सो वो शूज मैंने मंगाए, बड़े एक्सपेंसिव शूज थे, लेकिन मेरा जो वो स्पर है उसकी वजह से मेरा जो पैर जो है वो, जब मैं दर्द होता है तो मेरा पैर थोड़ा टेढ़ा पड़ता है, तो मेरा अंगूठा आगे से ऊपर उठने लग गया शू में, और अंगूठा ऊपर उठता है और पीछे से मेरा जो ये एंकल का पीछे वाला पार्ट है मेरा, वहां से मेरी जो हड्डी निकली है उससे मेरा पीछे का स्पंज कट गया. सो विद इन अ फ्यू मंथ्स, जस्ट 2 months इनटू इट, पीछे का स्पंज निकल गया बाहर और आगे जो है उसमें छेद हो गया जहां पर मेरा टो आता है. आई सेड यार ये तो गड़बड़ हो गया, अभी 18-20 हजार के शूज है, अभी ऐसे कैसे इसको जाने दूं. तो वो बोलते ना कि दिमाग नहीं लगता, तो मैंने उसमें जो है वो फेविक्विक लाया, एक नीचे से कपड़ा लगा के उसको लगा दिया उस शू में, एंड अब वो शू टाइट हो गया बिकॉज वो कपड़ा और फेविक्विक ने उसको कड़क कर दिया. अब उसमें जब मैं पैर डाल रहा हूँ तो इट इज नॉट फिटिंग दैट वेल. मैंने कहा ये तो और गड़बड़ हो गया. देन रचना टुक इट टू द कॉबलर. उसने कहा मैडम ये किसने कहा आपको लगाने को, ये कोई किसने कहा फेविक्विक लगाने को. उसने कहा अभी रचना क्या बोलूं कि मेरे पति का ये आइडिया है. एंड ही सेड कोई लगाता है क्या. और उसने उसको निकाला, बहुत मुश्किल से मेहनत करी, उसने उसमें कुछ अपना लेदर का पीस लगाया, उसने वो सॉल्यूशन लगाया जो सॉफ्ट रहता है, नरम रहता है, एंड ही उसने पीछे का स्पंज लगाया. उसने कहा मैडम ये चीज जो है ऐसे होना चाहिए. And she came laughing back and she said, you tell the world कि जब नहीं आती चीज तो सीखो ना, क्यों दिमाग लगाते हो उसमें अपना. And there you were putting your brain to a shoe. जब तुम्हारे are you a cobbler? Do you know that work? Do you know that job? मैं भी हंसा, मैंने कहा यार अपना काम तो नहीं है, अपना काय को दिमाग लगाते हैं इसमें. And that's what I've been telling the world कि अरे बिजनेस में जब तुम्हें नहीं आते हैं चीज सीख लो ना, क्यों उसमें कीड़ागांडी करते रहते हो, क्यों उसको खराब कर देते हो. And we had a good laugh over it ourselves. And I said, कहाँ हम लोग अटक जाते हैं चीजों में. So, sometimes people don't know hiring. जब तुम्हें hiring नहीं आती, तो फिर किसी और को दो जो hiring कर सकता है ना, क्यों उसमें लगे पड़े हो. जब तुम्हें नहीं आती कोई चीज तो या तो सीख लो या उसको करने दो जिसको आता है. लेकिन हम लगे रहते हैं हम अपने हिसाब से उसमें, और उसको हम लोग उसका सत्यानाश कर देते हैं, जैसे मैंने अपने जूते का किया. So you should have a sense of humor where you can laugh at yourself. I'm not saying don't laugh at somebody. I'm not saying laugh at somebody. I'm saying laugh at yourself. And if you can laugh at yourself, then you can see that the whole world will be laughing along with you. They will not be laughing at you. So this is a third emotion which you should have with you, right? राजेश ने बहुत बड़ा कुछ लिखा है, और राजेश ने लिखा है तो मुझे पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा. I relate to this emotion of humor. After signing joint venture with Setco, US director asked what you want to achieve of this joint venture. I said, professionally, I don't know how far we can go, but personally, I want to regain sense of humor. Business tension has always taken away this emotion of me, and I would like to be the same person which I was in college, full of humor. Wow. Love you for sharing this, Rajesh. And this is so very important. So very important that we can laugh like a child. This is such a very important realization, that can we laugh like a child? Can we laugh at silly things? Have we become too serious in life? कि बस अभी संजीदा हो गई जिंदगी, right? अभी I'll be leaving for my life in a few days from now, and it's we don't call it a batch. It's not a program. It's not a batch. It's an experience, and we are kind of overpacked, and it's full. And I know one thing for sure. We're going to have a time of our life where we'll go deep into meditation. We go deep into self-realization. We're going to go deep into our own selves. Yet we will have the most awesome moments of laughter. And those of you who have come with me for my life, you know about this, that how it's going to be. So this very thought that life we are chal rahi hai na, but don't be serious in life, right? Because a person in the grave, a person on the funeral pyre, जो अर्थी में होता है इंसान, जो कब्र में होता है, वो स्माइल नहीं कर पाता है. उसका चेहरा जो है ना, वो एकदम ग्रिम फेस होता है, संगीन एकदम चेहरा होता है, एकदम ऐसा टाइट चेहरा होता है. तो मेरा हमेशा ये कहना होता है कुछ लोगों को, आर यू प्रैक्टिसिंग योर डेथ? बिकॉज व्हेन यू विल डाई तो तुम्हारा चेहरा वैसे ही होने वाला है ना, बट तुम वो कीप इट फॉर डेथ. And trust me, you don't need practice for death. Death is efficient. आपका चेहरा हो ही जाएगा वैसा. But you need to practice life. And in life, smile is one of the most beautiful things which you can do. Laughter is one of the most awesome things you can do with this body. Because no other creation can smile and laugh. Right? Have you seen a buffalo smiling? किसी सांड को देखा है स्माइल करते हुए? तो तुम जितने सांड लोग मुझे सुन रहे हो ना, तो प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दैट लाइफ इज नॉट दैट बैड यार. थोड़ा सा हंस लो यार, एक बार तो हंस लो दिन भर में. इट इज व्हेन यू लाफ, इट्स काइंड ऑफ एन इंटरनल जॉगिंग फॉर ऑल योर ऑर्गन्स इनसाइड. सो हैव अ सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर. हैव अ सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर. हंसो यार, अपनी गलतियों पे हंसो, अपनी बेवकूफियों पे हंसो, कुछ जोक्स हंसो. यू शुड हैव 8, 15, 20 और जोक्स. ऐसा 10, 15, 20 जोक्स तुम्हारे पॉकेट में होने चाहिए. और जोक्स को जो मिले सारे को जोक सुना दो. ऑफ कोर्स यू हैव टू इंश्योर दैट वो जोक एक कितनी बार सुनाओगे आप, बट you should be a bundle full of laughter and joy. We have Vinayak with us. I don't know he's there with us. Vinayak, मैंने शायद पढ़ा था तुम्हारा नाम. Vinayak Ujlambe, you're there? ये बंदा ऐसा बंदा है, मतलब इसके साथ आप बैठोगे ना, I feel so blessed that he's part of Chrysalis and he's part of my life. ये इसके साथ बैठो आप तो ये you will not sit like this. ये आपको हंसाते रहेगा, कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा वन लाइनर मार देगा, कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा जोक मार देगा. And awesome sense of humor. Same is the case with another Chrysalian called Raghu. Awesome, मतलब आप ऐसे शांति से बैठ नहीं सकते हो, हंसते रहते हो. तो मुझे लगता है कि ऐसे आपके फ्रेंड्स होंगे जो you know, those who make you laugh, those who kind of tickle your funny bone. तो उन लोगों का साथ रखो यार, छोड़ो मत उन लोगों को. So 3 emotions: confidence, enthusiasm, and a strong sense of humor. And the last emotion which we all need to build is the emotion of gratitude. Be grateful. Be grateful for what you have. There are so many things which you don't have, and yet there are so many things which we have. तो जो भी हमें चाहिए लाइफ में, हर चीज तो नहीं मिलेगी ना, लेकिन बहुत सी चीजें हैं भी तो सही. तो जो है उनको लेके कृतज्ञ हो जाओ, उनको लेके ग्रेटफुल रहो, उनको लेके खुश रहो, and you will see that you will open the doors for many more things to come in your life. That's how it is. And अभी my life जा रहा हूं, तो that's the entire flavor of the batch. That can we go deeper into gratitude? Can we go deeper into this realization that there is so much to be happy about, there is so much to be grateful about, and that's how it is. So ये 4 emotions को अपने साथ रखो. Be grateful every morning. Start your morning with gratefulness that I have so much more. Thank you, God. Thank your parents. Thank your friends. Thank your relatives. Thank your boss. Thank your team members. Thank your customers. Just say thank you. And दिल से कि thank you. Because ये नहीं भी हो सकते थे ना, लेकिन है ना. तो कभी-कभी हम वेट करते हैं किसी का जाने का, तब रियलाइज करते हैं अरे वो था. जब वो था तो रियलाइज करो, तो शायद उसको होल्ड करके रख सकते. So be grateful. Have a sense of humor. Laugh. दिन भर में बिना हंसे अगर दिन निकल गया तो फिर मजा नहीं आया. Have loads and loads of enthusiasm. And fourth, build confidence by doing things which you have been avoiding. आज का HM is, it should be the most beautiful HM in the history of life. ये weekly shot लिया है. इस weekly shot के बाद ये हफ्ते में कुछ करो यार. इस हफ्ते में रॉकेट लगा दो अपने पीछे और उस ऊंचाइयों पर जाओ जहां तक तुम आज तक नहीं गए हो. And that is what my objective is, coming to you week after week after week. Next HM मैं नहीं ले पाऊंगा because I'll be in my life and I'll be so neither on Saturday or on Sunday. So I'll see you directly on 26th of August. ठीक है, तब तक के लिए ये चारों इमोशंस को अपने पास रखो और इन चारों इमोशंस के रॉकेट लगा के go to the next orbit of your life. ठीक है जी. So love you everybody who has been here and thank you so much and love you so much for being there in Happy Minds of today. कैसा रहा आज का HM? How was today's HM? Beautiful and powerful session. Look forward to being there. God bless you, Satyajit, Uma.